what's going on? You're tuning into the One Mic Music Network and West Coast Heavies. And right now, you're tuning in with the one and only NFA JayShawn and the CEO Jay Adams. What's going on, man? How you feeling today?
Hey, what's good? What's good with it, man? West, man, from the West Coast to the East Coast with love, man. We out here good, man. Everything good. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Shit, man. Just touched down. And right now, I see a lot's going on, man. I just
Lot,
want
brother.
to,
Yeah.
yeah, a lot's going on. I see, man, every day. The news is a soap opera every single day. We got new things going on within the hip hop community. I see a lot's going on in LA. There's just a lot going on right now, man. A
Yeah,
lot.
it is. It's a lot going on, bro.
I see what's going on over there, man.
Yes.
Just want to let everybody know this show was brought to you by GQ Shop. That's right here. Y'all see it right there. GQ Shop. Also, West Coast Heavies. We want to give a shout out to the Long Beach Blues Society. Another shout out to Dragon Blade AI. And a big shout out to my friend over there, Boom Frog Radio. Hey man, listen. I see you guys doing a lot over there with the Long Beach Blue Society. So why don't you go ahead and tell the people a little bit about what you've been working on?
Oh yeah, man. No doubt, man. Music. Music is a healing for me, man. So it's more like my partner LJ Brown says, man. A labor of love for me, especially at the age that I'm at. Right. So I've been in music my whole life. Music has taken care of me my whole life. It's blessed me my whole life since I was 22 years old. So now it's about labor of love, man. And you guys were able, we were able to connect with Mr. Bill Grisalia, man, who's a great dude, man. Not only is he a legend, man, a blues legend, two times over at least. Man, he's blessed so many people, man, just in music from his organization, Long Beach Blues Society, to blues for vets, blues in the schools, blues for the community, blues for everybody, man. So it's been a real awakening experience working with him, man. So I get an opportunity, man, to do what I love, be around event coordination. I'm working in the marketing department right now. I'm actually heading up the marketing efforts for the last push for the new blues festival, which is August 23rd. We got the kickoff party, and the 24th is the headline day for the new blues festival that normally draws around 5 to 6 thousand. This year we're looking at a realistic 3,000 people coming out to the aquatic center aquarium in Long Beach, man. Shoreline. Anybody that knows Long Beach knows Shoreline. And wait till you guys see this aerial footage that we're gonna be posting soon of the previous fest, getting ready to promote the new fest. So I'm really happy because as an event producer, as a young promoter, man, that's what you want to elevate to. You want to go from, you know, the house parties, elevate to the clubs. Then you get to the arenas. Everybody wants to make it to festivals, right? As a event producer, your goal should be to make it to festivals and then do events at $50,000 titleship sponsorship level. That matters in that side of business. So I'm very, what I'm saying, thankful that God has allowed me to do so many things in music. Nothing is really new to me. Maybe some new lingo I haven't heard before because I didn't go to school for live event production. I went to school for music, recording, and music, and marketing in general. So there's some words that, in the industry that you got to get used to, but it's nothing new to me. And I'm thankful for that, man. So I'm thankful for to be involved with that. I'm looking to, after the festival, I'm looking to be able to bring in LA Promo Kings into that, and it'll be a select artist that can go that route, because now we're talking about mixing some, neo soul, some hip hop, because when I can mix the blues, like you got to realize, like all of this that we do today, hip hop, R&B, it all came from blues, it all came from jazz. So I'm working on something now to present to them that we've trademarked which is the Love, Peace, and Mental Awareness Tour, which is about bringing all musicians together from all walks of life who've dealt with alcoholism, drug addiction, and whatnot. And that's a large community, especially here in Los Angeles, man. It's probably a large community in New York as well, but it's very large here. So that's how I plan on, merging what Bill and I are doing, and then, the nonprofit that we're have going, I'm saying, WCH Cares that I talked to you about. I just see a big merger of older musicians and younger musicians filling the gap. So it's been an amazing ride. Still asking artists, man, to this is where you see when the rubber meets the road, when artists really aren't prepared for that next level. And I'm seeing that now, like artists, on the level I'm on with the Long Beach Blues Society and your book and talent, most of these people are represented by talent agencies. They have professional EPKs, professional one sheets, professional photos. And then what you and I are always talking about, you know, a lot of hip hop artists, they're telling on themselves. They're not professionally prepared. And that's probably a whole nother show you and I can talk about because, being really in this game, like I have, a partner in Shop. So I already have access to everything I need professionally. I presented myself that way, right? So like I said, and I have the experience, so I can walk into something that is sitting on the shoulders of giants and not be overwhelmed. There's not one artist right now that I have, my friend, that I can present to the Long Beach Blues Society. Not one, not one. I don't have one artist who has a professionally enough EPK, you know, that has their press together. And I'm talking about Bill has he's shown me so much, man, like reminding me of what it means to be a professional musician. And so, I'm gonna land my plane by just saying, artists, we're giving you all of this for free. We don't get paid to broadcast. We don't pay ourselves to broadcast. We have sponsorship partners, thank God. But you guys really need to take more serious if you're serious about being a professional. Starting to ask artists now because there's nothing wrong with it. If this is a hobby for you, I was telling people on the radio show Monday night. People put cars together for hobbies. People raise dogs for hobbies. People ride boats for hobbies, but hobbies always cost money. So artists got to get past. I don't want to pay for beats, and then your stuff ain't registered right, so you don't want to pay for admin. You don't want to make sure your stuff is right. Oh, but I got the studio. I got my music but I don't have a professional headshot. I don't have a professional EPK. You're not a professional. So even in a hobby, we get some EPKs from what's that? I mean, I don't want to disrespect nobody, but a lot of these sites online that are offering these free EPKs, when you get to somebody like my desk, who's a professional, the stuff is trash. I'm working hard not to cuss. I think I've done good. I haven't cussed yet. The FCC would really be happy with me right now. They're trash, right? It's garbage. So we're advising you guys for free, man. Get your EPKs right. If you don't know what that is, you need to tap in with us, man, because it really makes sense on would a talent agency ever book you? The answer is no. So just being able to fill that gap between what I'm calling no longer, which I've been saying this for 28 years. There's a difference between underground and independent. There's nothing wrong with being underground. I just never started there. I started this thing with money. When I went into this as an artist, I was investing into myself at 22 years old. So I was never in the underground, which I feel that's the undiscovered market. That's where you have an excuse not to have an EPK. That's when you have an excuse not to have your music right. But once you become an independent artist that you guys want to be so bad, because you really don't understand the major market and how you could be indie major. But even if you're going to be an independent artist, that means you're handling your business. That means you're paying for your own everything, your own marketing, your own promotions. So I'm going back to not being disrespectful, but I'm going to call artists what it really is. Most of you are not independent artists yet. You're still underground. You're still undiscovered, and most of you are undiscovered and underground because you choose to be that way, right? So we're gonna keep it a buck now, moving forward with West Coast Heavies. I don't care if I have to drop my whole roster and get a whole new roster. This is business. And one thing about me in business, man, I don't like to lose. I'm not from the era where you get an award and a certificate for second place. I'm an old school, I'm an 80s baby. So you either win or you take your ass home. I said that. And that's just where I'm at now. So artists, either get your stuff together or get off my phone. You'll stop hearing from me. Because if you're not gonna get an EPK, I don't care if you're a producer, I don't care if you're a rapper. If I don't have an EPK on you, I don't want to work with you, right? Because it's sad that I got access to a big ass stage like this, right? And I can't even put you on for a pre-show, right? There's always dead time on big stages. There's dead time in the beginning. There's sound checks. I could get you on stage. We can get footage of you on stage. There's sound checks. That's dead time. There's no audience there, right? There's at the end of shows. I don't have not one artist I can professionally represent. And that's sad. Out of all the artists, if I named y'all right now, the ones that's here, the ones that's left, the ones that done got mad, ain't none of y'all got your stuff right. Your graphics is pixelated. I'm just gonna start keeping it real. You can hate me or love me. I don't give a damn any longer. Get your stuff professionally together, or get out the business, man. Go bake cookies. Go find something else to do. Go get on YouTube and start a sewing class. Do something. But I just heard again the other day, somebody called me and told me, said, Jay, do you know there's still over 100,000 songs that are uploaded to Spotify in a week? We got to fact check that. GQ.shop, Jay Davila, man. We got to fact check that. Because I can't believe that there's still 100,000 songs uploaded weekly to Spotify. That just makes me even more infurious. That just infuriates me even more because what the hell are we doing with all this unprofessional music, man? So there's a lot of good going on, especially with the Long Beach Blues Society, man. A lot of beautiful things going on. I always like to end with a good note. There's a lot of artists that can make it to the next level, especially via LA Promo Kings and getting involved with what we got going there with our partners, GQ.shop. We hope to make Long Beach Blues Society our partners. I want to add another segment to that, right? I want to add an independent. There's not an independent section added to the Long Beach Blues Festival, right? I want to see you guys do some opening ups, right? Get on some stages. It's a lot of serious people around here that you never know who will see what you're doing. So, with that being said, man, artists. This your big brother, man. I love y'all, but I'm gonna start coming at y'all real. Y'all can hate it or love it, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. Where somebody else may charge you $5,000, $300 an hour to consult with and lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the truth, man, for free. If you don't have your stuff right professionally, ain't nobody funking with you when it comes to getting paid. I'm gonna land my plane on that, and we can get to the next topic, man, of what's going on in the cannabis world when we come back.
Well, then there y'all go. Y'all already know. But right now, we gotta let y'all go because I've been getting calls the whole time with musicians that want to get some online promotion. So
That's what's
I'm
up.
gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hit them up. Hey, yo, Jay, let them off on a positive note.
Man, the positive thing is, man, today is another day to get it right, man. If you're hearing us, then God woke you up this morning. And that's how I look at it, man. I always look at what we always say: yesterday don't matter, right? It don't count. What counts is today. You up today? Heavyweight distribution. Shout out to them, man. They just came across my desk. Um, new music going out via them, man. So artists, today's another day. Wherever you are, man, sunshiny or not, you get out, get some songs recorded, get some content in. Stay positive, man. And the biggest thing I can tell y'all, man, coming from what I just went through health wise, work out every day, man. Stay in shape. If you can't do it every day, man, at least do it 3 to 4 times a week. So man, with that, man, take care of your health, take care of your family. Today's a new day, man, and get it right.